I predicted this because it was the easiest thing in the world to predict. States, locals, they can't print money like the feds can, even though the Fed shouldn't be doing it anyway. That means they're going to have to look at that budget and they're going to have to cut. And sure enough, states and local governments who have done more than their own part to destroy their own government, to destroy their own budgets, are now looking at these massive budget shortfalls because they make their money on tax revenue. And when you slaughter your own economy, there is no tax revenue. And they're saying, for the first time in history, I might have to cut some money. Federal government help. Federal government help. Well, by the grace of God, at least for now, I don't have a lot of faith that this is going to last. Mitch McConnell says, whoa. We're not going to start bailing out state pensions.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a broad discussion throughout the conference. I mean, we all represent states. We all have governors, regardless of party, who would love to have free money. And that's why I said yesterday we're going to push the pause button here, because I think this whole business of additional assistance for state and local governments needs to be thoroughly evaluated. You raised yourself the important issue of what states have done, many of them have done to themselves with their pension programs. There's not going to be any desire on the Republican side to bail out state pensions by borrowing money from future generations. So this is a much bigger conversation than we've had providing assistance for small business because the government shut them out, put them down, put them out of business, or assistance to hospitals, which are overwhelmed by the COVID-19 disease. This is a very different decision. These are all taxing authorities, just like we are. And I think that's why we need to have a fulsome conference-wide discussion among Senate Republicans before we go down this path.
You know how much I love predictions? Because let's be honest, the name of the show is I'm Right, because I generally am. You heard him say, there's no appetite amongst Republican senators to bail out state pensions. Allow me to make a prediction right now. Mr. Producers, go ahead and bookmark this. Go ahead and record this one, please. Thank you very much. Within 4, 5, 6 months from now, Republican senators are going to cast votes to bail out state pensions. Want to bet? You don't want to take that bet. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.